This is the first Christmas we've had together in years.
I love you guys. I'm making up for some lost time.
Authorities are wondering if the masked vigilante who terrorized the city's underworld is back.
The past has caught up with me.
First of all, hello, Mr. Renner. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
So, you've been a part of the Marvel franchise since the beginning, the universe since the beginning.
Yeah.
Now we get to hear about you and a little bit of backstory about Clint Black and Roland. What are we going to learn?
I think hopefully cement what his real superpower is, because this is a superhero without superpowers, which I think is actually the coolest effing thing on the planet, because we're cementing in, and I hope people will really now pick it up. It's just being teenage. It's like what a good parent does. It's the hardest work being just a good parent, and that's being a superhero, right? And it's not rewarded being a good parent, and that is a big part of what Clint Barton is. You know, it starts off with him with his kids at Christmas in New York, and the sacrifices you have to do, and the tenacity and the strength, and all these other things, and then being, you know, a highly skilled archer is another one. You know.
One question for you.
Yeah.
This Hawkeye really showcases how funny you are. You're hilarious, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Well, we had a lot more time to tell a story in a 6-hour long format instead of a 2-hour movie. Where we're crushed with a little bit more action and stuff. We have a little bit more time to spend. You know, let's go have a glass of wine with Hawkeye, or let's do this. You could actually spend a little bit more time with characters, and I think that is like the greatest blessing that we have here on Disney Plus. We can still tell giant, these big stories, a lot of action, but also spend a little more time, and humor also comes from that. You know, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's great.
Your problem is branding.
No, my problem is you. In this ninja suit, and the people are trying to kill you because of this ninja suit. The whole thing's a problem that I'm going to solve today so I can go home to my family.
No, it's branding.
There's a glass to your right, Haley. Gorgeous.
Hey, you're in the photo.
Hang on, Haley.
And the front again, darling. Hold it, beautiful.
It is such an honor. I mean, even that feels like an understatement, but I am so incredibly grateful. I feel so lucky to have everyone at Marvel believe in me, at least enough to play the role of Kate Bishop, and that means a great deal to me.
Right in front of you, love. The front of you. One more time.
First of all, how excited are you to be a part of the Marvel franchise?
That is the perfect question. That is the most exciting part, is to be associated and involved with this operation that tells stories so expertly, so dynamically, and surprisingly. I think we've seen that in the last, well, certainly, you know, over time. But for me, you know, over the last year, I think it seems they're always coming out with just kind of a great way, a new imaginative way of telling these stories.
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing well.
Awesome.
So you're solidified now. You're a part of the MCU. How do
Yes.
you? First of all, congratulations,
Thank you.
because I can name everybody on a
come
hand.
on. Hey,
I can
hey,
name
hey,
everybody on a
come on,
hand.
come on.
So you in there?
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm glad to be in there. I'm glad to be, and you know I'm a fan. So I've been, you know, since the comic book. So to be a part of it, like once I found out what it was, I was like, oh, I already know. I'm ready. Yeah, I got the Matt Fraction comic book. So yeah, I'm prepared. Yeah.
So in terms of your character,
Yes.
is there anything that you could tell us that we can expect, or just something? Because let's go.
Let's just say my character has an iconic look that you might have seen. I got an iconic look at a point in the show that's gonna come out on November 24th. So yeah, make sure you watch it. And yeah, I can't say much. I don't even think I can say my character's name.
Don't do it.
See, don't get me out here and get. I get
I'm not
snatched
the
up
one.
as soon as I say it.
Yeah.
They come out.
Don't
No,
do it.
I'm just
Don't-
playing.
Listen, we here.
Yeah.
Say less, because I'm being totally cool right now, but I'm
Yeah.
really excited for you.
No, thank you so
Because,
much.
As I was just telling the young lady, like, you're a part of Marvel history
Yes,
now.
yes.
You're in the franchise.
Yes. Like I just had a son, so I can't wait to watch it with him And, you know, I just think about all those times when I was watching, you know, cartoons as a kid, and you look for somebody to look like you, and to be a part of this is amazing. So, yeah.
How was it working with the rest of the cast?
Oh, man, it was amazing. Jeremy Renner was awesome because, like, he knows everything about filmmaking, so he'd tell you, he'd be like, okay, so we're shooting, this is gonna be your shot over the shoulder, and it just helped you, like, it was so welcoming because it helped me get prepared for whatever we're doing when I felt totally unprepared, because, you know, these are veterans and stuff, and they do this, and Haley's super awesome. Her energy on set, like, it brightens up when she comes on set. Like, you know, some people come on set and the energy gets down. Not on this production. Like, when they come on set, it's
I'm gonna get ready to call you your character name. I know your name is Adele, but we're Missy. Missy, how are you doing today, Miss Adele?
I am doing wonderful.
You're a part of the Marvel franchise now. How is that?
It's so exciting. It's an honor, honestly. I love the Marvel films. I've watched them all, even up until before I was auditioning for them. To be in this world is so exciting. We had so much fun figuring out the backstory of these characters, like, did we survive the blip or did we blip? You know, coming up with all of these questions and answers. It's such a smart franchise and a brilliant storytelling franchise.
Right.
I love Marvel, so it's so exciting and an honor. I'm like, oh man, I get to be in this world now.
I just have to start with, first of all, you're on my vision board.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. What you have done with this franchise and everything that you have done. I've practiced this moment for a long time, and I'm about to blow it because my mind is like blank. I swear to God, you're on my vision board next to Magic Johnson.
Wow.
Yes, and I got to meet him too, so exciting. So here we are with the 5th installment of a Disney franchise, a Disney Plus franchise.
Yes.
How is it that you keep coming up with what characters you're going to make a series about next, and how does that brain work? That's what I want to know.
Well,
how does that brain work?
We have an amazing cheat sheet called 80 Years of Marvel Comics.
Yes.
And that is really where obviously it all comes from. In this series in particular, a more recent, relatively speaking, comic series by Matt Fraction about Clint and about Kate and introducing Kate Bishop into this world. And Renner, we wanted to do a standalone title thing, and initially it was going to be a movie. We made a deal with Renner to make this a movie, and as we started working on the story together, we realized we wanted to have that extra time that Disney Plus gives us, and to do it as a holiday story.
Straight ahead.
Birdie, straight ahead, ladies, straight ahead.
You guys are both lovely, but female directors is a part of the Marvel franchise. Tell me, how does that feel?
It feels great. It feels yeah, we feel amazing right now. You know, it obviously it's awesome, but Marvel are huge supporters of female directors. Genuinely, writers, directors, they are in there and they are supporting you to do your best work. So
and female creatives telling female stories. I think that's really important, and Kate Bishop's a massive introduction to the MCU, and let's have females tell that story. So it's great.
So, how did you go into directing Hawkeye? What was your thoughts? What went into?
It's Marvel, so you kind of take it piece by piece. I mean, to me, it's always kind of it's the characters first, and you kind of have to try and sort of zero in on what that is. So I just kind of had this fun revisiting Christmas movies and action movies of the late '80s and early '90s, which has a sweet spot for me. And just kind of started having fun thinking about what would annoy Clint Barton. How do we provide an adventure that's worthy of the MCU, and also, in this sort of special lens of the human Avenger.
What is the hardest part about writing?
This is a really uncreative answer, but the hardest part about writing is the blank page. I think, it can be exciting, but having some anchor points, having some sort of tentpole ideas are really helpful. Starting from complete scratch is always, I think, the hardest part.
All the way right.
Yeah, I mean, when I joined the cast, I wasn't completely aware of how famous some of the actors were. So I was just excited to like be part of the MCU, and I think there was a moment on set where I kind of just like took it all in, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm working with Angelina freaking Jolie and Salma Hayek and Richard Madden, and it was just like being a kid and going almost from like 0 to 100. I mean, you can imagine, like, I don't even have words.
We just covered the amazing red carpet for BLACKTREE TV this evening for the premiere of Hawkeye, which is on Disney Plus on November the 24th. Make sure you turn in. Tonight we got Kevin Feige, we got Jeremy Renner, and we got some of the amazing directors from a lot of the shows. We are so excited, so make sure to tune in and check out some of our great content. BLACKTREE TV, let's go.
This is too dangerous. Definitely not this one.
You don't have to say definitely like that. Holy